The world isn't built on facts alone. Stories have shaped your beliefs more than you realize. But what if the myths you trust aren't telling you the whole truth? What if the logic you rely on isn't as rational as you think? Tonight, we uncover the ancient battle between mythos and logos, and why it still controls how you see the world today. Picture ancient Greece, where gods weren't just bedtime stories, but full-on, micromanaging cosmic bosses. If you sneezed, it wasn't allergies. It was Zeus deciding your fate. Mythos ruled everything, from thunderstorms, Zeus having a tantrum, to the changing seasons, Persephone's messy custody battle. These myths weren't just fun tales. They explained existence, bound communities together, and justified traditions. Rituals, sacrifices, and festivals weren't just for show. They were social glue, ensuring cosmic order and keeping the gods from turning humanity into a cautionary tale. For centuries, these stories were accepted as unquestionable truths, passed down through generations in poetic and literary traditions. But then, around the 6th century BCE, a few thinkers decided, hey, maybe the universe isn't run by immortal drama queens. Enter Logos, the birth of rational inquiry. Philosophers like Thales proposed that reality wasn't shaped by divine mood swings but by natural elements. Water, air, the mysterious Apiron, basically cosmic Plato. Anaximenes thought everything was made of air, while Anaximander suggested an infinite, boundless substance underlying everything. It might sound basic now, but back then, questioning the gods was like questioning Wi-Fi. It held civilization together. As Greek city-states or polis evolved, intellectual debates flourished, fueled by trade, democracy, and an increasing desire to understand the world beyond supernatural explanations. Logos wasn't just about philosophy, it was tied to political and social change. If people could debate government policies, why not debate the forces behind reality? Society was shifting from Zeus did it to, let's break this down logically. Fast forward to Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, the ultimate intellectual troublemakers. Socrates questioned everything until Athens got so fed up they made him drink poison. Instead of accepting myths at face value, he pushed people to examine their beliefs through endless questioning, a method so effective and annoying that it got him executed. His student Plato took a different approach. He still used myths, but as allegories, like his famous allegory of the cave, which argued that our perceptions are just shadows of a deeper reality. He also developed the theory of forms, claiming that true knowledge comes from contemplating abstract ideals rather than trusting our unreliable senses. Then came Aristotle, Plato's student, who basically said, cool ideas, but let's actually observe the world. He preferred a hands-on, empirical approach, studying everything from biology to politics. He categorized knowledge, formulated logical principles, and laid the groundwork for scientific thinking. His influence stretched far beyond Greece, shaping medieval Islamic and Western thought for centuries. While Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle each had their own methods, they collectively cemented Logos as the dominant intellectual force, shifting Western thought away from myth-based explanations. But mythos didn't vanish. It adapted. Even Plato, despite championing rational inquiry, still wove myths into his works, giving them new philosophical depth. Aristotle, while dismissing divine interventions, acknowledged the power of myths in shaping culture and human psychology. Meanwhile, Rome took Greek philosophy and ran with it. Thinkers like Cicero, Seneca, and Lucretius explored Stoicism, Epicureanism, and skepticism, merging rational thought with practical governance. Lucretius's De Rerum Natura even took Greek atomism and used it to argue that the universe functioned without divine oversight, a pretty radical claim at the time. The Romans weren't just thinking about philosophy for fun, they applied it to law, ethics, and politics. Rational discourse became a tool for structuring government, shaping policies, and justifying imperial rule. In short, Logos wasn't just about understanding nature, it was about structuring civilization itself. Then came one of the most interesting twists in the mythos versus Logos saga, early Christianity's fusion with Greek philosophy. The Gospel of John opens with a striking phrase, "In the beginning was the Logos, and the Logos was with God, and the Logos was God." Suddenly, Logos wasn't just about rational inquiry, it was divine. This synthesis between Greek rationalism and Jewish theology helped shape Christian doctrine, especially through thinkers like St. Augustine and later Thomas Aquinas, who merged Platonic and Aristotelian ideas with religious teachings. Christianity didn't reject Logos, it absorbed it, integrating reason into theology and ensuring that rational discourse continued within religious frameworks. This ongoing tug-of-war between mythos and logos laid the foundation for later intellectual revolutions, from the scientific revolution to the Enlightenment. The methodologies developed by ancient Greek and Roman thinkers became the backbone of modern science, ethics, and political theory. But here's the thing: mythos never really disappeared. Even in today's world, myths still shape politics, culture, and psychology. Superstitions, conspiracy theories, and grand narratives continue to influence how people see reality, while scientific inquiry keeps pushing the boundaries of knowledge. At its core, the story of mythos and logos isn't about one replacing the other. It's about evolution. Mythos provided early humanity with a way to understand existence, and logos refined those understandings, challenging and expanding them. The battle between these two ways of thinking isn't over, it's just changed forms. And honestly, it's probably never going to end. So, was mythos just ancient superstition, or does it still hold a place in our understanding of reality? I'll leave you to discuss in the comments. What do you think? Support us by subscribing if you haven't already. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'll catch you soon in another video.